Good morning, all of you. Let us take a look at the second question of JEE Advanced 2008 Comprehension. So he is asking the center of mass of the disk undergoes SHM with what angular frequency? So we are seeing this is the center of mass here. It is going to and fro about its equilibrium position. You see that at its equilibrium position, the net force is 0. So in the previous question, we had calculated that this was spring force, which was 2 kx. This is friction, and the net force which was acting on the disk was 4 kx by 3, right? And this is the equilibrium position. It is at a distance x from the equilibrium position, and this F net is acting towards this side, towards the equilibrium position. So we can write net force equals to mass into acceleration of the center of mass of the disk. So net force we have got as 4 kx by 3. So we are writing 4 kx by 3 equals to mass into acceleration. So I'm just getting this mass towards this side. So we will get A equals to 4k by 3m into x. Let us compare this with the simple harmonic equation acceleration equals to omega square into x. You see here this acceleration and x, if you are writing it as vectors, a bar should be equals to minus omega square times x bar. I'm just writing the magnitude here, so I'm just writing as a equals to omega square into x. So we get omega or angular frequency equals to under root 4k by 3m, and this is the answer for our question. Let us move on to the last question of the comprehension. So he's asking the maximum value of V naught for which the disk will roll without slipping is, and you need to give the answer in terms of mu g, k and m. So the speed of the disk is V naught, right? V naught, we are saying this is the speed of the center of mass of the disk. So let us first understand why will the disk slip when the velocity is increased to a certain value V naught. When this disk is oscillating to and fro about its mean position, what is happening is the kinetic energy is getting converted to the spring potential energy, and then the spring potential energy is getting converted to the kinetic energy of this disk, and so on and so forth. Let us observe the forces acting on the disk when this oscillation is going on. We have discussed in the previous question two forces, that is one spring force which is acting and other is the friction force. So let us schematically see how these two forces are acting on the disk when this disk is oscillating about its mean position. So we got the value of spring force as 2kx, where x is the displacement from mean position, and the friction we can calculate by using spring force minus total force. In the first question, you remember we had calculated the total force acting, it was 4kx by 3. So the difference of spring and friction force will give us the total force. So I have calculated friction using the spring force and the total force. So the friction force came out to be 2kx by 3 in the opposite direction. So you can see in schematic here, as this disk is going away from its equilibrium position, see, you see the spring force is increasing, you see the length of this vector is increasing, and the friction force is also increasing. See, you see that this length of this vector is increasing as it is going away from its equilibrium position. Now we know that as V naught increases, this disk will move much further, and the value of this x, or the amplitude with which the disk will go, will increase. But we know that this friction value cannot increase above a maximum value, because static friction has a maximum value and it cannot increase above a maximum value. So due to this x here can have a maximum value for a given V naught. Or if we are saying there is a maximum value of friction force, we will have a maximum value of V naught for which the slipping won't occur at the extreme position. So let us consider two positions of the disk. See, this is the position of the disk and this is its free body diagram. This is the equilibrium position of the disk. So at equilibrium position, this disk had a velocity v0 and the force acting on it was 0. So this is the position of maximum extension, and in the free body diagram, okay, the spring force is 2k into A, where A is the amplitude of simple harmonic motion and F max is the maximum friction acting on the disk. So we are going to write the work energy theorem for this disk at initial position A and final position B. So between A and B, work done by all forces equals to change in kinetic energy of this disk. Two forces act on this disk. One is friction force, the other is spring force. So work done by friction force plus work done by spring force equal to change in kinetic energy is kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. We know that the work done by friction is 0 in this case, because as it is pure rolling, this point of contact, at that instant when it is in contact with the ground, the displacement is 0. So we can say the work done by friction is 0. Work done by spring, so it is the initial potential energy minus final potential energy. You all know conservative force, the work done is initial potential energy minus final potential energy equals to, finally at maximum extension this disk was at rest. So its kinetic energy is 0 minus initial kinetic energy when its speed was v0 is half mv0 square into 1 plus k square by r square. So this is the kinetic energy of a body which is in pure rolling. The initial potential energy of the spring is 0 as there is 0 extension minus final potential energy for each spring is half Ka square. So 2 springs are there, so I am writing 2 here, equals to negative half mv0 square into 1 plus k square by r square, value of disk is 1 by 2. So that is what we are writing here. I am simplifying this equation and we'll get Ka square equals to 3 by 4 mv0 square. One more condition we have is that maximum friction acting is equal to mu into n. So this friction value we got as, if you remember, 2kx by 3. Because at this final position, the displacement is amplitude. I'm just replacing x by a here. So we get 2ka by 3 equals to mu mg. And we get the amplitude equals to 3 mu mg by 2k. We will put the value of amplitude from this equation to this equation and we will get the maximum value of V0. So finally, when we place the value of A in this equation, we get V0 equals to mu g into under root 3m by k. So this is the maximum value of velocity for which during the motion the disk will be in pure rolling without slipping. If the speed exceeds this value, then the disk will slip. This is the end of part 2 for JEE Comprehension 2008. If you liked the video and have benefited from it, do like, share and subscribe.